I hope everybody is as basasak as I am for this group, because it is going to be insane in the membrane. I am Valdez, with me is Moonglade today.
That's
what
right.
are you thinking, Moonglade?
Man, this is going to be such a fun group, Valdez. Starting off with herO and INnoVation, going into Life and SOS. You couldn't really ask for a better group. And once again, we are the secret agents of esports right now, Valdez. We are ready. Bond, Moon Bond is what they call me.
What do they call me? Bond?
Velvet Valdez, man.
All right.
Or 006. You're Trevelyan, man. Well,
I'm fine with that.
Here we go. Here's our lineup today. 2 Protoss, a Terran, and a Zerg, all in different teams, which I think is the most important thing to note of all. No team kills today, which I love to see.
It's awesome. You know, no team kills here, but hopefully we don't get as many a little bit later on because of this.
That's right. And let's quickly have a look at this before it comes off the screen. INnoVation Echo, Cactus Valley. We got all the maps, and that's all we needed, Valdez.
Yes.
Everything else is hearsay.
The bans make sense. No code of honor research for the Protoss, and no Terraform Expedition lost for the Terran.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, and I mean, INnoVation, he wants to get in that greed train nice and early, and it's a kind of a scary place for herO right now because he's been getting demolished by these greedy Terran players, specifically Flash, but INnoVation plays a lot of the same way. Yeah. Let's be real. Like, he loves his greed. He loves to try and take it to that part of the game where he can pull the boys to just steamroll.
Yeah. I'm just, you know, I think that herO is on the up and up again, though. I think he had maybe a week and a half where he was just like, oh, I don't know how to deal with this very greedy Terran style, but he had a game recently in Pro League. I forget who the Terran was, but he looked pretty good overall. Like, it looked like he was responding to that. I think it was on Echo. He broke down the rocks, and he got a pretty fast third base.
Was that Bomber? Against Bomber, Bright?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he was looking a lot better. He was transitioning a lot more. He went into Storm. Okay, I think it was probably the biggest thing of all, if I remember correctly. And, like, yeah, he was starting to adapt more to his game because for the longest time he was just going Gateway, Colossus, hammering out the upgrades and trying to just destroy the Terran in the mid to late game.
Yeah, but that's not what works anymore.
No.
You know, it's weird that we're observing this meta switch happen in real time because we cast all the games out here in Korea. These are the best players in the world. You see it happen if you're watching all the games closely. And
it's also interesting because herO, it's specifically a herO style that he's been doing. So we're seeing herO evolve as himself. Like, he's like, okay, it's time to change because Terrans have figured out that they can just be greedy against me. Yeah. Like, he is so invested in defending early and stopping this parade push, stopping this pull the boys attack at one point in the game that no, Terrans are just being so greedy and taking it to the late game with incredible economic advantages.
I'm just so excited to get into these games, Moonglade. Looks like we're about to start game number 1 very, very quickly. herO versus INnoVation here are going to be the first set we got tonight, and then we go straight into Life versus SOS, as we mentioned before. The first map here for these two is going to be Iron Fortress. Yeah,
you're going to start off with more of a spread out map. It's going to be interesting as well because, you know, INnoVation, he doesn't play anything like the aggressive style of Dream or Maru. So this map obviously going to favor them a lot more than someone like INnoVation who will just want to be greedy, you know, take it to 3 CCs early, go for that parade push, which can still work out because it is going to be so hard for herO to take 3 bases and hold it.
Yeah. Curious to see if hero's going to play more of that greedy Protoss style to mirror the Terran, or if he's going to be a bit more aggressive on this map. Let's find out right now, going into Iron Fortress. Loving the space vibes we're getting here in Star League. But down here in the bottom left, in the red, our Protoss player, 1 of 2 tonight for this group. It is herO from CJ Antis.
And up here in the top right, we do have the very greedy SKT Terran player INnoVation. See what he's got planned against someone like herO. Is he going to take it to that late game? Going to be that greedy sort of style that we have seen work so efficiently against him. It's cross map, so you know hero's got a lot more time to work with than in other maps and other positions as well.
Yeah, I really wonder what he's going to do here. This map, we've seen Blink on it before, I believe, but it's not. It doesn't strike me as the best one to go for. You can put some pressure on at the front, but it doesn't really seem to me like you're going to be able to be blinking in and out of the main and doing some critical damage on 2 base, especially that they are here at cross spawns.
Certainly so, and you know it's a lot harder to try and find a backdoor entrance. It's kind of like the front, and you can jump up the cliffs to the sides, but there's no real like backdoor like you would find on King Sejong Station or the other maps. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do see an Oracle opening here, considering it is up against INnoVation, and you know INnoVation does love to be greedy when he can be.
Yeah, at that end, it's becoming very popular these days.
Same time, the Valors, we're seeing 2 refineries right now.
Yeah.
We're seeing some serious greed going on right now. He's going to be pretty damn aggressive with this. I'm really interested to see how much he's going to invest into you know Reapers early on. Is he going to plan to make multiple Reapers from here, or is he just trying to crank out that very early factory?
Whoa!
A couple canoodling in the audience. It's actually not safe for TV.
Yeah. She really was not happy about that.
No.
She got caught doing something bad in mid lane.
Well, I think we might just see a second Reaper from here. No, it's going to be a Reactor straight up. So it's really quick Reactor Hellions here.
It's a very specific build, it seems. By the way, nice guy boyfriend teaching his girlfriend about the game.
Yeah, as everyone should do when they come down here on a date. Tell her what's going on.
But yeah, he put exactly 5 SCVs in. He had both gases, both refineries, but he didn't fully saturate them.
I like this. We don't see this build very often. And it's going to be up to herO to make that SimCity that we usually see from Protosses on these kind of open maps to avoid Hellion run-by specifically, because that can be such a danger. Nothing yet, though. No pylon on the low ground below that ramp, so we can block it off with a Stalker.
This is a very cool build. He actually pulled another SCV out just to get a very specific amount of gas. I think it's going to be a drop.
Yeah, I think you might be right there. Very sort of technical build here from INnoVation. You know, keeping only 4 SCVs on the refineries, 2 on each. Gonna have just enough for what he needs.
We're gonna have a Twilight Council come down here. This is what we would expect from herO maybe a month or 2 ago, but not really the norm these days.
Oh, okay, so just a very quick Widowmine drop from here after 2 Hellions. Threaten the front, drop the back. Well, you know, Twilight's not going to help too much against this, and you know, Hellion run by with the Reaper is going to do a lot of damage if left unchecked. And here we go. Already making his way in.
2 Hellions actually attacking that Stalker mistakenly. They are both going to get in. Oh, one actually goes down. Going to take a bit of the power away from this. It's going to be very hard for him to actually kill any of these probes, but he will get a full scout of the base.
Gets the full scout off, and he also triggers the photon overcharge in the natural, so he can drop for the main with a couple of Winter Mines, and they could do a lot of damage. It's going to take a long time for him to get cleaned up, and the Medivac has a great chance of survival.
We do see, by the way, no CC behind this for INnoVation. He's just going straight up units, 2 Widow Mines at a time, continuously pumping out 1 Medivac at a time as well.
This is so interesting. This is something that you wouldn't really expect as much from INnoVation. You'd expect a Reaper expand into a faster 3rd CC with a heavy macro behind it, but going for this kind of aggression, I'm kind of excited, Valdez. He's really done his research.
Yeah, he's definitely mixing it up, which is something we see oftentimes actually in these groups. These guys prepare so much for this. But anyway, here we come. The first Widowmine drops straight into the main. Both Widowmines are going to get down, but...
Got to be so careful here. Going to trigger one. Second one should get triggered. It'll be safe from here, but where's the detection? He's still making that, still making the robo. It's going to be a while longer as well.
Oh, he's trying to get that Medivac too. It's about to run out of boost. He should. And it does go down.
I think there's going to be a reset with the mines before the observer comes out as well, so he's got to be very careful of that. Second draft into that natural.
Both of them are going to get down once again. It's only going to trigger 2, but once again, a lot of mining time lost. Look at this, they're going to reset.
No. Oh, that first one. Second one there. Wow. He should have been on top of that.
He definitely should. And look at this. INnoVation's going to look to try to get out of there, actually.
Yeah, you can save one if he wants to, but you'd rather save the Medivac, it looks like. But man, that was some sick damage, and that shouldn't have happened. He should have been expecting that. And as you said before, you know, it doesn't have to necessarily do probe damage. It doesn't have to kill the probes. It just has to stop them from mining for long enough. That gives so much momentum for INnoVation. Look at this, INnoVation investing in tanks right now.
Yeah.
Afraid of a Blink Stalker counterattack.
He really got scared while he was going for those drops, actually setting up a bunker, getting that tank you were talking about. And I guess it is a rational fear. These Protoss attacks can be very...
Oh, man. Loses a second medivac. Yeah. Didn't have to lose that one either, but he's in such a great position here.
Look at this.
Wow, a blink forward as well. That is ambitious play.
He didn't see the second one, and there we go.
Oh.
More damage from the Widow Mines. 3 more kills.
3 more. And just a lot of bio, plus the medivacs coming out now.
Keep in mind, this is only Marines, and also no stim here. So he's actually going to blink forward. He misses.
Huge blunder there, completely blocking the ramp. He did not get up there with any Stalker, so he couldn't see the tank.
Ugh. Taking another shot there, too. Now Marauders are popping out 2 at a time. I think herO may just have to back off.
Yeah, I think he's got to reconsider his strategy. You know, he's kind of repopulating his main after taking that heavy hit from the mine, going into DTs as well. He can transition from here, you know, it's not like he's miles behind in terms of economy.
Yeah. That build out of INnoVation had to get a ton of damage done. I mean, his CC was so delayed, whereas herO was on 2 Nexi for a long time. And it did get a lot of damage done, but I wouldn't say that either player is really ahead or behind. It's pretty even in this game.
Yeah, it's going to really depend on how much herO is going to invest in these Blink Stalkers. Maybe he just wants to, you know, a light contain from here. The bio count, the bio composition as well.
I swear, I'm just eating the chips.
Freaking out here. But yeah, it's a nice small contain from here. Just warping in a few more Stalkers to keep that pylon up alive. Going into a Dark Shrine from here, you know, this could do a lot because there's no turrets currently.
Yeah, he's got that eBay, and he even has the +1 on the way. He's going to make 1 safe one at the front, but that's not going to defend against the DT drop that's coming his way.
Yeah, this is looking fantastic. Oh, going to try and maybe cancel the turret? No, that would be a huge move as well. Forcing out as many scans as possible.
Let's see if that actually triggers him, INnoVation, to think that something funky's going on.
It doesn't look like it, and here we go. DT's into the main. You might want to split them up, though, because 1 scan should be able to clean them up if they're together.
Oh, look at this. He's loading up the SCVs. Now trying to focus down that turret.
Oh, no.
And he will. Looks like finally a scan does come out.
Yeah, he's got enough for another one, too. So he might invest to a second one. There we go. But he can come back for a little drop again, and there's going to be no detection whatsoever.
Yeah. He does get the repair there, by the way, just barely. herO using this time and space to go for a 3rd base. Very far ahead of INnoVation, in fact.
And we're kind of just seeing the same sort of style from here at this point. You know, double upgrades, Colossus tech. He's going into what he's so good at and what he's been doing for so long against Terran. But he set himself up in such a good way that it's not a bad idea at all. You know, if he gets his 3rd base up and keeps it alive, which is probably going to be the hardest thing to do at this point, if we see a counterattack from INnoVation now that Stim is done, Medivac count is decent, and enough Marauders are out to bully these Stalkers.
Yeah, look at this. Already 2 go down, 3 go down in total, just on the chase there.
But, you know, with this Dark Shrine tech, it's going to help out so much in defending, slowing down everything coming his way, forcing out so many scans, which means less mules.
Yeah. I feel like you can easily go into this style, like, pretty well. I mean, it's definitely going to work out just because of the way that INnoVation opened up the game.
Ooh, man.
Even missed the blink there, didn't have vision.
Yeah, a bit of a blunder there, losing 3 for nothing.
Once again, herO is showing a bit of nerves in this game, I'd say.
Yeah, he's stumbling a bit in this Blink Stalker micro, which he's pretty known for at this point. You know, he's been doing it for so long.
Yeah, his pin is a blink symbol.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Like, he should be on top of this, but a little bit off here. Nothing too detrimental yet, though. He can't afford to lose Stalkers at this point because he's getting into the tech where he needs, like, a lot more Zealots, a lot more buffering for these Colossus, and Stalkers are never going to do it against Marauders.
Yeah. But still, we would like to keep a decent amount up to deal with the Vikings in the air. INnoVation, not really that Maru, that Dream kind of Terran you were talking about before.
That is true, yeah.
And definitely going to go for that very standard kind of Terran play. Just kind of funny, the chase of the DT.
We just also saw that Armory finish up for INnoVation, so he's not looking for any sort of timing beyond this 1-1 finishing up. He's going to go into the extra upgrades here. So he's planning to make it a long game, and I can't blame him considering it is cross-map like this. 4 Vikings at a time, so he's definitely going to have that Colossus killing count. Vikings ready.
DT looks like he will get away A wasted scan here.
Oh, man.
Bit unfortunate.
Yeah, that is so much money invested in just trying to kill DTs in the middle of the map. And here we go again. I like Stalkers following this up as well. Forcing the Terrans to come back and try and fight, taking more hits from the DT.
Looks like he doesn't have a scan, so he's just going to have to back off. By the way, that Warp Prism, I think, is still on the map. Yep, there it is. It's got 4 Zealots, going to be threatening that main anytime that INnoVation wants to move out. This Zealot's actually going to scout the army moving out.
Oh, yeah. He can do it whenever he wants. It's going to create so much havoc. It'll be even more useful when Charge is finished up. You know, 1/3 of the way done now. And looks like INnoVation looking for an attack. Maybe apply some pressure, but 2-2 is nearly finished for herO, which is going to give him such an advantage.
Yeah, also he's not bringing half his army. Not sure what the story is on that.
Must be just posturing, you know, just forcing like maybe some weapons that herO didn't want to make while he gets the rest of this army up and running, and that is a lot of Vikings, Valdez.
hero's got to be very careful. It looks like he's being baited in. He's like, oh, that's how small your army is? I'm going to take control of the map here.
Yeah, he's got to be careful where he fights. Currently sitting at about 10 Vikings right now. 4 more on the way. And here he's got a pretty scary composition, but it's all going to be down to positioning. And he is also down pretty big in supply right now. I don't think he'd really want to commit.
Looks like INnoVation wants to force the fight. herO's already got his army out in the middle of the map.
Oh, I might consider a recall at this point.
Oh, boy. Look at that. I think he has to recall.
He should recall. That is way too many Vikings. There we go.
Look at this, in the main base, all these Zealots, they do have charge now, and he's got so many gateways back at home. Yeah, but totally crushing the production there.
Crushing production, but we are just seeing a massive counterattack from INnoVation now. So many SCVs coming with him. He pulled the boys. He's got a scary-looking army. We do see some great Blink Stalker picks, but his army's kind of cornered now. I'm kind of getting scared for herO, because if he loses this army, he will lose the game.
Yeah. Here we go. The Stalkers are blinking forward. There are 13 Vikings in the air, focusing down all these Colossi, and so many of the boys have been pulled. There's just not enough on the ground here for the Protoss.
No, and there's that scan to clean up the Dark Templar. Nothing left over for herO at this point. His counterattack is dropping, is doing some serious work in the main and natural at this point. But is it enough to deal with this army back?
Yep, it's really about the army supplies. INnoVation winning by far. hero's still got 68 probes on the map.
Well, you know what? I mean, looking at the army supplies right now, if these DTs kept getting warped in and he runs out of scans, he could just lose the game as well. Like, it's such a hard position for INnoVation, but he's got to kill now.
You got to get that Dark Shrine down too. The probes are actually fighting in here. It looks like he just wants to cut down as much as possible on this army supply.
Yeah, he's going to start working on that Dark Shrine. He's going to have to. There it is. But so many coming from behind as well. 3 more Dark Templar. Not splitting them up, though. He's going to lose them all.
Oh, that's huge. Will he lose that last one? He will.
Oh,
big mistake.
Big mistake. Same time, it is such a base trade right now. And it's still a completely mining natural for herO. Like, INnoVation went straight for the main, and he left this natural completely intact.
Interesting about the Stalkers being warped in here. I guess he doesn't have much of a choice. Maybe either Zealots or Stalkers at this point. But
looking for picks and blinking out, maybe? Like, trying to be as cost efficient as possible.
That's what it looks like. Not a bad idea. Just have the Robo Bay, but no facility just now. Uh-oh, INnoVation looking to punish here. He wants to kill all these units.
Man, it's hard to say. Like, he cannot be throwing away units right now. More and more Zealots coming across the map. He's currently sitting at about 13 Zealots, so he has enough to fight this army. He's just got to be all together.
He can't be losing Zealots right now. INnoVation not even paying attention. Looks like he doesn't see him possibly there.
Man, INnoVation has still completely left this natural open. He has not dealt with it at all. It has been mining this whole time, and more Zealots are getting warped in. Such a mistake right now. Just chasing the Zealots, not going for the economy.
Yeah. Look at this. Just like you were saying, it looks like the Koreans are beginning to realize it as well. And INnoVation himself, maybe. But here we go. There's a ton of probes here to tank even. But fighting here on the ramp is very, very smart. Yeah, that's at least an efficient way you'd want to do it, that's for sure. Losing so many of the Zealots. But more weapons from behind, it might be enough. I think it's enough. Looks like herO is actually very, very close. All these medevacs doing a really good job, but it's going to be too much. Oh, no. Unbelievable so far. Unbelievable that he left his base mining for so long in a base trade, you know. It's going to be it. He's going to lose everything. He's going to try to drop some more, but here very smartly focusing down the medevacs.
That must be tilting. That is a frustrating match to lose. Very exciting till the end there. And such a weird way to win as well. Like, he shouldn't have won that. He shouldn't have won that but INnoVation left a completely saturated base mining for that long.
Yeah. I think he realized his mistake. You get that little slowly closed eyes, like acknowledging nod there from INnoVation, saying like, yeah, I know, I kind of messed up. But I don't know, man. What a crazy first game to start the night with.
Yeah, insane. Absolutely ridiculous. INnoVation's going to be feeling that one. He should have probably had that game, especially after wiping out the Protoss army so efficiently at the third. It's just about cleaning up and making the right choices from there. Yeah. Sure, it was like a base trade scenario, like Zealots were destroying his main and natural, but he had those CCs available. He had the scans for all the DTs and just about shutting everything down.
Yeah. One of the biggest things about base trade situations is that you want to focus down the next side. You want to kill on the next side just so that he'll be revealed eventually, but also that he can't